I just want to say, for anybody that's in a season of being prepared for the blessings that's coming in, that God told you about, I'm proud of you, because it's not easy to jump into the unknown. It's not easy to let go of your old self. It's not easy to let go of all the comfortable things that you tied yourself to for so long out of survival mode. It's not easy to believe that God is speaking to you, that He's actually telling you certain things. It's not easy to believe that. It's not easy to be alone when God calls you in a season of solitude. You know, when you don't have anybody around, and He's preparing you to kill your flesh and to let go of all the old things that don't serve you anymore, and He allows you to be reborn again. That's one of the hardest things to go through in life. So if you're going through that, I'm truly proud of you. Because like I said, it's the hardest thing to go through in life. When you've known a life for so long, and you know, you're saying, like, you step foot into this new, land, and the grass is actually greener. You know what I'm saying? Like, the grass is green, the trees they're blowing, you know what I'm saying? They're like, there's life to these plants in this land. You can see that this land is actually nourishing, and it's growing fruit, and it's blooming. And you look back at the old life and you see that it's dying, and you want to help it, and you want to water it, and you want to, pull out the weeds, and you want to cut it down and start new. But you look back and you see that the soil is not good, and it'll never be good, and you just have to keep going, you know because a lot of us want to go back to that old land until we realize that it was supposed to die, right? Because beauty was supposed to come out of that. Sometimes things have to die in order for other things to live. And when you look back at that old land and you see that, wow, no matter what I do, no matter how much water I decide to put on it, no matter, how many times I wanted to rain on this land, and I want it to bloom again. I want the sun to come out, and I try to find the sun for this land. I try to find things to help this land. I try to get some fertilizer or something to help this grow. It's not growing. It's actually dying. The more that you're putting water on it, you're trying to suffocate it, and it's actually dying the more that you try. You have to let it die. You have to move on, and you have to walk into this new land, because it is greener. And sometimes that's scary, when you're walking into something and it's already blooming, right? You're used to things dying, and you have to keep it alive, right? You're used to holding on to things so tightly so that they don't die. And when you step into this new land, you see it's already alive. It's already alive and well. You don't have to do anything to keep it alive. You don't have to keep fighting to bring the water and bring the sun and bring the nutrition. You know what I'm saying? The nutrients for this land. God already is bringing that. And so many of us are in this season of not wanting to step into that new land, and God is just saying, step in. I know it's scary. I know you're not used to it. You're expecting the worst. You're expecting it to die. You don't want to enter this new land because you're like, no, I see it's so beautiful. It's perfect. It's everything I ever imagined, but I don't want to kill it. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm used to things dying, and I don't want to be the cause of this. I don't want to feel like I have to keep it from dying. And again, God is just saying, step into that new land. It's not a trick. It's not God playing with you. He didn't lie to you. This is the promised land, and it's here, right? He hasn't been lying to you. But you have to step into that land. Yes, it's greener on the other side. It might not seem that way. It might seem like a joke. It might seem like, it's not of God because you're used to things messing up, but it's of God. And He's saying you can trust Him. Step into it.